Cool. We're live. So the recorded video will come halfway through. So you can put the spelling of apartment if you want. If you're comfortable with spelling apartment, that's fine. You could put APT, but I'm going to get into it in 1 second, and I'll explain that one a little more in depth. So when I do this, I'm going to tell you guys the best document, and then I'm going to put in the square documents that you can use. So the first document I'm going to focus on is this right here. These 3 boxes, there's only one document you should be using. Passport. Why? Because there's no address on the passport. Documents that can be used: driver's license or ID. Next document, we're going to put that down after we go on, and we're going to go to the next document, the Social Security card. Social Security card is the best document, or W-2, first page of taxes. Okay? Last document. Wow, I don't have to fill it in. This is... your proof of address. The Bureau only wants one thing. Now, if you don't have that, your client doesn't have that, it's usually a red flag, ladies and gentlemen. But here's the thing that here's the thing that they're asking for. Bank statement. First page. First page, bank statement. Now, I filled that in for you guys. I'm going to go off over here. I'm going to explain each piece and why. Passport. Passport doesn't have an address on it. Because your passport doesn't have an address on it, what happens is they can't verify the old addresses that you were on. So you go to fix your personal information and you say that you didn't live at 12345 Smith Street, but your driver's license says 12345 Smith Street. Well, hey, guys, ain't that a verification? Ain't that a verification? Give me some nods. Yes, no, maybe so. Yeah. That's a verification, right?
Yes.
So if that's a verification, how can we say we didn't live there? So now what we try to do is use our passport. For the person that doesn't have a passport, okay, a driver's license or ID is okay. If they don't have, if they don't have a matching ID, it's okay, but just try to get them to update it as quickly as possible to the newest address that they're living on. It's the best thing that they can possibly do. Social Security card is the best thing. If you don't have a Social Security card, guys, go to the Social Security forum and get yourself a new Social Security card. It's not hard. Just get that. It takes you 3 to 6 weeks. Once you get that, you'll be good to rock and roll. And then the last one is your street address. Everything needs to be filled out in its entirety, and the bank statement is the number one thing to use, because the bank statement, here's the key, the bank statement cannot be defrauded. Now, can you use a utility bill and one of those? Yes, you can use a utility bill, cable bill, phone bill. That could be utilized, but you're going to get a little more pushback than utilizing your bank statement. Remember, always use the proof of address to verify your address. Always use that proof of address. If you don't utilize that proof of address to verify your address, you're going to be in trouble. Okay? Make sense?
What do you mean the bank statement can't be defrauded?
So it's a lot harder to defraud a bank statement because you can never find the font to match the bank statement font. Oh, yeah. I already knew it. I already knew why they wanted the bank statement, because they can't match the fraud. They can't match the font itself perfectly. So you'll know when somebody fills in something weird. The address, when you change the address or the client's name to be that bank statement, they're gonna know immediately because it doesn't match the rest of the form unless you change every document on there. Make sense? That's why we do that. Now, question for everybody in here. Can tax form be a 1099-K? I mean, if that's a tax form, absolutely. I don't know what a 1099-K is, so I can't say yes or no. If that's a tax form that you submit to the federal government and it has your Social Security on it, I would assume that's a yes.
Ali, quick question.
Maybe quick.
Yeah, so I'm a little skeptical about putting my Social Security card on there. just downloading it onto this software. What type of protection do they have
So this
against
one,
getting hacked?
this one I know has a 256-bit encryption on it, and it's on a secure server. But I'm gonna let you know something. Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion get hacked. They have your social security card. I'm gonna be straight with you. With that, your social security is not safe anywhere.
Right. Okay.
May I ask you a quick question?
Yes.
So the only reason I asked for the 1099K, right, is
Mm.
they sent it to me or whatever, but like only the last four of my social shows, the rest is an X. Would that still count or no? You know how things can be blocked out? It's like X X X X X, and then it'll show the last four of your social.
Yeah. I mean, if that's what's on that professional document, I would assume that that's okay. As long as it was prepared and that's the way that it goes properly, I would assume that it's okay. I'm I've never dealt with those I would never dealt with those documents, so I can't answer that question correctly. But
Okay.
I can find out about that and try to answer that for you a little bit later. But
Okay.
I'm gonna be real with you. Um, I don't see there being a problem with that. But again, for my thing, always use your social security card. Just if you want my best advice with no problems, always use your social security card.
Yeah, the only reason I'm not, my birth certificate and my social, my two middle names, my mama spelled it wrong. So I
Okay,
just was trying to not have to go fix that. That's all.
I got you.
It's the same name, but it's just like my middle name Star. One is Star, the other is Starr. And then, my other middle name too.
Oh,
So little things like that.
okay. I would try it. I would try it. But
Okay.
I'll talk to you about that in the end. I have an
Okay.
idea how we can do it where it doesn't cost you a lot of money to give it a try to see if they send back a document verification. Guys,
Okay.
do you mind if I step away for five minutes, please? I'm sorry.
No problem.
I just got to step away for five. I do apologize. I never do this. I got my wife is screaming upstairs. Give me 2 seconds. Just want to make sure she's okay and make sure it's not a bug. I'll be right back. I do apologize.
Has anybody had success with getting anything cleared off their credit reports so far?
I did it without the software.
Testimonials all over Facebook.
Oh, without software?
Nah, they just have a group on Facebook where people have questions and their results and everything. There's a lot of results up there if you want to just go check it. I'm not sure how you get in. I forgot how I got
I've
in,
been
but
I've been cleaning a lot without the software. I just signed up for the software, but I done already cleaned probably like five people stuff just off of the group that he's talking about.
Oh, nice. Have you had any experience with late payments?
My score just updated today. I took a late payment off of my own stuff, and yeah, it went away, and it's an open account. So yeah, the stuff that they say in the group actually
late
works.
payments,
Nice.
collections,
I, I
late payments, collections, personal info.
student loans, student loans. I wiped out 50,000 for one person and 40,000 for another person. Yeah, the
Wow.
stuff works.
Amazing.
So I have a quick question. The late payment you did with your account being open, you didn't have to close out your whole account?
Nope, it's still open and it's
Oh,
still
that's awesome.
active.
Oh,
All you
nice.
gotta do, all I did was the BBB. Well, it was a few things. Late payments is a headache because it's not quick, but it works. You could do BBB complaint, and then once you get the first late payment overturned, like say you have three, like a 30, 60, 90, and you get that first late payment overturned, now you have a 60 and a 90, automatically those two are inaccurate. And then that's how you use the leverage against the other ones to get that off. But he's back now.
Thanks.
No problem.
I mean, whatever sauce you're giving, give it, baby.
No, they just had a few. They just had a few questions, and I was just basically saying, like, I've been using the hacks from the group to clean other people credit, but this is like me doing the software is new because now I'm at like 10 clients, and I'm not about to just analyze each client manually. So if that's why I'm trying to learn this program, so I can go ahead and just do that.
So each system has something better inside of it. Each system has something that you're supposed to do. You never just go through one product. And what do I mean by one product? One situation. You go through multiple situations. You go through multiple things, because if one thing doesn't work and you're only relying on one thing, as long as all the ways are legal, that's the best way to go about it. If you keep going down one way, if you keep going down everything everything properly, everything will be done correctly. And I try to stick on Metro 2 because Metro 2 is very legal, and here's how it's very legal. You take what the credit bureau's laws are and you shove it down their throat. That's it. Yes, when I talked yesterday, I said it takes time, ladies and gentlemen. Anything good takes time. Like wine, it takes time to age. The longer it ages, the better it is. That is the key. With this system, it is not something that happens quickly. It's something that takes time. And the more time it takes is the reason that the reason that it takes that time is something that it's got to be done correctly. I lost my train of thought. Does that make sense? Okay. My bad. I am so sorry about that. What had happened and me having to leave abruptly. I just wanted to double check to make sure everything was good. Everybody was good. So are we good on this part? Does everybody understand why the bank statement, why the passport, why the social security card? Do we get that? Do me a favor, take a screenshot of this. I think Ray's going to drop it in the chat, but take a screenshot of this. Make sure that everything's good.
Ali, just so I can make sure that I understand this, you said the passport's better than the driver's license or ID.
Absolutely.
But if they don't have a passport, then use the ID or
ID
driver's
or driver's license, either or. Well, there's nothing else you can use to verify them. Those are the only two things that you can use: state driver's license or state ID.
Okay, thanks.
Guys, so when I teach class, I taught this last night, I'm going to teach this again. There is no reason that you should be using your driver's license for any document verification. Everybody should have a passport. The only place that your driver's license is good for is the dashboard of your car, next to your proof of insurance and the registration to your car. That is the only reason that it's good. There is no other reason that you should be using your driver's license. That's it. End of story. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's so. What happened, Omar?
If that passport's expired, it's not valid then, right?
It's not good. You got to make sure that that's updated. Always go make sure your documents are updated. I just got all my docs updated, so I know it's a pain in the ass, but just make sure all your documents are updated. Reason being is you need verification. I'm telling everybody, when you leave your house, put your driver's license. You got a car, put your driver's license in your car. Registration, they have a little thing. I got it from State Farm. It's a little booklet, okay? Where you put your ID, everything inside. Put your driver's license, put your registration for your car, and your proof of insurance. Put that in your glove compartment and don't touch it. In your purse, you should be just carrying your passport. Everywhere they go, when they ask you for your documents, you hand them a passport. You hand them a passport. What are they going to say? There's nothing they can say to you. That is a federal ID that can get you around the globe. And if somebody gives you crap, be like, look, I can get into Islamabad, freaking Pakistan with my damn with my damn freaking passport, but I can't get into your establishment? They're going to look at you. They're going to be like, damn, okay, yeah, maybe you're right. They're not going to deny you immediately. There's nobody else that's going to give you crap. I've been doing it for a year now. It is the best decision I ever made. My driver's license sits in the cubby inside of my car. I don't take it out. I have a picture on my computer saved if I ever need the driver's license number. That's all I need. If they need document verification, I will send them a passport. Nobody needs to know where I live. It's none of your damn business. That's the truth.
One of my clients has he has a different ID address, but it's no negatives attached to it. So I said that was okay to use, but I also used like his proof of address for the one that we wanted on there. Is that all right?
If look, you're gonna have clients that don't have everything together. So yes, it's fine. Is it optimal? No, it's not optimal, but it's fine. And I'm gonna show you guys what it's set up. Look, I'll be honest with you. I'm the king of this shit. My ID does not match where I currently live. So I want everybody to understand that. My ID does not match where I currently live. I did that purposefully. What did I just tell you? Is no, you do not need to know where I live. It's none of your business. I can live in a shoebox. It's none of your damn business. So when I do everything, the way that I set it up is the same way that I would tell you to set it up for your client. That's why I don't go into because here's what happens, right? Think about this. If I didn't tell you passport, right? And you utilize the ID, and here's the question, right? If my ID says, I'm gonna use this for example, say my ID says Manhattan, but my proof of address says New York City, right? Which one's right, which one's wrong? Think about that. Which one's right, which one's wrong? If my ID says Manhattan, but my proof of address is New York City, which one's right and which one's wrong? Don't think of it.
wrong.
Don't think of it logically. Think of it as 1 and a 0. Which one's right and which one's wrong?
Proof of address.
Incorrect. The proof of address is your proof of address. Your ID is to prove who you are. You understand why I break it down the way I break it down? That's why your driver's license is not, it is an ID, but it's not an ID. It's an ID and a proof of address. Hold on, wait, that doesn't make sense. Why do we utilize the passport? Because now if your ID, and think about this, it's a computer system that is reading it. So what are computers reading? 1s and 0s. So if it reads it and it says, okay, the ID says Manhattan, that's fine. We know we don't verify that. We put that down. We go over here, it says New York City, the proof of address passes because your ID, when you fill everything out, your header matches with your proof of address. When it matches, everything matches, boom, they send it forward. So when you're looking and you're going through this, you actually have to think like a computer. CR means an ID for purposes of PIC's name and date of birth, but for driving purposes, ticket, the ID is needed. That's why you're supposed to change driver's license with the specific time and leave. Ms. Allen, you may be 1,000% correct. You may be 1,000% correct. I ain't even gonna argue you on it, but I'm gonna say this to you. There's people in Colorado that have a proof of P.O. box. Is that where they live? I know that for a fact because I used to do credit repair out in Colorado. Is that technically where they live? No, that's where they receive their mail. Is that technically where they live? No, because the post office can't get to where they live up in the sticks, and they don't send a post office truck out there. So they have to get it to the post office box. So what makes a post office box any different than a mailbox? You want to play?
It doesn't.
You want to play their game. You got to understand how to play their game the same way that they let everybody else play it. That's the key when I'm trying to teach you guys. I don't, exactly what she said for getting pulled over and all that stuff. Yeah, they need the proof of address. God forbid they need to send a ticket out or figure out where they need to come issue the warrant. Yeah, that's fine. But I don't plan on getting pulled over. So, okay, that's not something I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is making sure that a major corporation, because the credit bureau is a major corporation. It is a major corporation. It's not a federal corporation. It's a major corporation. And because it's a major corporation, right? Let's not give them too much info. They already have it. But let's get rid of all the garbage that they have. So then they can't verify certain things. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? Put a 7 in the chat. Can you remove a client from a profile? No. No. What you need to do is change the information, put like delete up here or something like that in this box, and just delete the rest of the info. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I'm just do as I'm told. Ray sent a picture. Ray sent a picture over here, so that's saved. We're good to rock and roll. Let's move forward. So now, I don't go over anything else on this section. I don't pull the credit report in here. I don't do any of that stuff. What I do is I just come down over here and just tell you, this is where your proof of ID, your ID goes. This is where your social security card goes, and this is where your bank statement goes. You click choose file, and then save. So here's what a perfect profile looks like. Everybody looks like this. This is what a perfect profile looks like. So first name, last name, first middle name, last name, date of birth, social security number, phone number, street address, city, state, zip code. Everything matches up. We're gonna double check everything for preciseness. We do, and we match it. So now, Trey, this is what you were talking about, right? Look at this. She's in Kansas, but the POA is in Cali. This is all that they have. But guess what? Because it's a sample file, I can always use the passport card. And that's the key. Because I have the passport card, it don't say anything. That's what I'm trying to explain to you, everybody. It says born, place of birth, New York, New York. So it can't verify anything unless you are the person that you say you are. That's it. Make sense? That's how I do it.
Yep.
And then you got your social security, you got everything. Guys, I'll look at these images, take a screenshot of these images, understand it. These images are meant to be legible. Do not put your hands inside. Do not put them on countertops. Do not put them in certain places. Make sure that you do it all correctly on everything that you do. Make sure that there's no smudge marks. There's no coffee stains. There's none of that stuff. And if that's the case, make sure you try to clean it up the best that you can, because this is the worst letter that you can get. I'm opening up my Discord and let's see if it works. My Discord hasn't been working for me. There's a letter that they send out. Oh no, poopy. There's a letter that they send out. It's called a document verification letter. This letter means they don't have to process your letters. If they don't have to process your letters, guess what? Your letters don't go out. It's as simple as that. So I just want everybody to understand that's a document verification letter. You get that? Like your letters don't go through, and the system now, you just wasted money on sending letters out. And that's the key on that one.
How do you fix that?
What?
How would you fix that?
Everything that I'm showing you right now is how you never receive it.
Okay.
And if you do get it, I have one client that did get it. You pick up the phone and call them immediately because it's bullshit. I'm going to go open up the door. It's hot down here. Damn, it's really hot down here. Give me a second, guys. All right. So that is the key to everything that we're doing and everything that we're showing you. Let me get a little air. Does everybody understand what I'm doing over here and what I'm showing out? Put a me in the chat. Put something in the chat. Let me see. Fireball. I don't care. Just put something. Let me see the screen moving. All right, perfect. Let's go. All right. So now, the next piece is how to upload the credit report. So now, supposedly, they told me, Ray, can you send me that credit report from last night? So
Sure.
Supposedly, they told me that the one-click import is working again. So we're going to test it out and make sure that it's working. If it is, great. If it's not, we're gonna go back and we're gonna do it real quick on what it is. So I'm gonna delete the document over here. Oh, hold on. I uploaded it, right? Hold on, give me a second. So
You have it?
it's here. So let's see if it works. I'm gonna delete the Epic Pro report and let's see if it works. So yes. All right. So let's go back to your user and let's see. So when you put that person's information in there, you can click over here and let's see if it works. Import. If we get it, yeah, okay, so it's still not working. So I have all the passwords and everything over here, so just bear with me 1 second, guys. So the first thing that you're gonna do, I'm gonna duplicate this screen, and I'm gonna drag it over to another screen. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can everybody still see me? Did my computer freeze?
Yes.
Oh, my computer just hard froze. All right, guys, bear with me 1 second. My computer just decided that it don't want to work. Bear with me. I know Coach DeBoer had something going on the other night. Damn. Let me end all those tasks real quick. Okay. Perfect. Let's try this again. I do apologize on that one. That's twice I had to apologize to you guys tonight. Wow, this is not normal. Okay, so I'm gonna take this client's information. I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna duplicate this. I promise you guys what I'm about to show you is as easy as I'm showing it to you. So if your screen is zoomed, right, and you don't see what I see, and you see something like this, you see this little gray bar over here, you're gonna take that and you're gonna drag that over. And what we're looking for is upload MFSN report. So we're gonna click that. Now I'm gonna unzoom out a little bit. And we're gonna follow the steps, ladies and gentlemen. I swear it's this easy. Ready? Follow the steps. The step 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's all it is. Just follow it. Step 1, click on the client. Step 2, log in. After we log in, we have everything over here, right? We're gonna go back to the software. We're gonna click step 2. Now all this gibberish is gonna pop up. For the Mac users, you're gonna click Command or CMD A. For the Windows users, you're gonna click Control A. It's gonna turn everything blue. On your Mac users, you're gonna do your 2-finger click in the right-hand corner, left-hand corner, however you have it set up. To click copy, I'm gonna right-click copy, and then I'm gonna go back to the software and I'm gonna follow it. I copied it. Now step 4 is gonna be paste in the widget. It says paste here, just follow the paste, and you click paste, and then hit save. That's gonna pull the credit report in. Does anybody need me to go over that again?
Yeah.
What?
Yes, please.
Okay. Simple and easy. Let's do it again. Follow it one by one by one by one. Do not overthink it. I'm gonna close everything out. We're gonna do it all over again. Ready? Log into your MyFreeScore Now account. So you're gonna click this link. It's gonna bring you there. Don't do this on a cell phone. Do this on a computer. Okay? When it brings you here, you can close it once you're logged in. You just gotta log in. Once you see this screen, you're in a good spot. Then you're gonna go navigate to the following URL. Step 2, just click on it. It's gonna bring up the gibberish. When you bring up the gibberish, literally Control or Command A, then however you do copy on your system, copy, come back to the thing. That was literally step 3. Step 4 says paste in the widget. Here's the widget. Right click, paste. You're done. Just hit save. That's it? We good? Does anybody need anything else? You need me to go over it one more time? I'm asking. No, yes, maybe so.
I'm good.
You good? All right, let's roll. Click save, and now it's going to pull that report into the software. When we pull it into the software, you'll see it pop up to the bottom, and it says Epic Pro Report V2 version 2. You're done. Now you can go into the profile and start sending a round of attack. Ready to send that round of attack? Very, very simple, very, very easily. I'm gonna click home. I'm gonna go to send rounds of attack. You should have nothing here because if it's your first time, there should be nothing here. If you've already generated something, then you just click on the file and you can see all the things that you've previously generated. Click on the name. But I want to go to the attack area and I want to start my first file.
Okay, that's where I got up to here. I didn't do anything. So this is where I was a little skeptical of doing anything.
Okay, well, just pay attention. Let's go. First thing, I don't want to learn anything about credit repair. I don't want to do anything. I want the AI to run the system, and I don't want to know shit. Maximum efficiency focus. This one wasn't getting us as many deletions as we were hoping, and the clients were hoping. It was actually starting to falter people. So we're moving to the more effective one, and that's what we're telling people to get started with. If you want me to do your printing so you never have to print out a letter, go to the post office or move. Put this discount code TPMPA, stands for the name of my company, Total Post and Print, and then the letter A stands for my name, Ali. So literally select my name, Ali, up here, put that in, click generate, you're done. You're done. 18 seconds. 18 seconds. Does anybody not have 18 seconds?
So is that the client's information you're putting in there?
Nope. Always your information.
My information, thank you.
Do you want me to send you when you did something wrong to your client, or you want me to send it to you?
To me.
Exactly. That's the key. You can always forward the information to your client.
Oh, okay, got you.
You can always forward the information to your client, but they'll always remember, I'm going to review your documents before I even invoice you. So if I'm reviewing your documents before I invoice you, and I'm going over everything to make sure that you did it right, and I'm having a full-fledged conversation with your client, guess what? Your client's going to think that you don't know what you're doing. That's not, and I've dealt with this before. That's why I'm telling you guys that they would know. Always put your information. Always going to be your information, not somebody else's info.
So the TPNPA, I didn't put that on my. I did three clients with y'all this week. I didn't put the TPNA. Is that like a discount code or something?
Yeah, it changes your pricing code.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll definitely stay after class so you can go ahead and run some money back.
Oh, we're gonna run some money back. You should be in every class that I'm teaching. Always in every class that I'm teaching, because then I can give you something immediately. And don't make me run. When you spend more time with me, it winds up costing you more money than what you would save. Sometimes I tell people, when I'm done, just leave.
I was here last week. This is my second one in a row. So
Okay,
yeah.
Good. There you go. So we click generate. That's done.
Ali, what's the charge for sending out the letters and stuff?
Not something I can answer for you. Every client is different.
Okay.
I have a client that goes for $3. I had one of my lowest invoices was $2.96, and one of my highest was $900.
No snap.
Well, I said it at the beginning of class. 300 letters and 3,000 pages. Do you know what 3,000 pages is, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
That's a box of paper. To put it into perspective hold on, ready? Because I have some in my house. Ready?
Ready.
This is 3,000 pages right here. Right here. This is 3,000. Well, actually, it's 5,000, but just to give it to you in perspective. That's a box of paper that needs to be printed, folded, needs to be printed, needs to be folded, needs to be stamped. Yeah, you think that shit don't cost money? Come on, guys. Trey's like, yeah, man, I didn't even think of it like that. Damn, man, I'm freaking hot. Whew.
Yeah, you got it. You worth the money.
Man, I can't hear you, bro. Maybe it's me.
Oh.
Can everybody hear me? We good?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yes, you good.
Yo, I feel like I'm gonna faint. I'm so hot. My bad. All right, so we're gonna do the do-it-yourself section. When you click the do-it-yourself section, this is gonna be how you do it yourself. How you select the AIs and do it for you. So we're gonna click generate. Your work to execute is your AI. So the most powerful AI is Indemnity. The second most powerful is MPEC. Ray, drop it for the lovely people in the chat, please. So you guys remember. There's a little thing that we left for you guys that we made. Save that on your phone. Save that in. It'll tell you the three strongest attacks and the three least strong. Now they're all strong, guys, but the verbiage is more aggressive on the top 3 attacks, and the verbiage is less aggressive on the 3 lesser attacks. Make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So we're going to select the most aggressive, and we're going to go to the attack number, and we're going to select attack 1. Now, I do this. Yo, guys want me to give you a shortcut? Here's a shortcut. Give you guys a shortcut tonight. I didn't give this last night. Duran, you remember last night I gave you all the thing? Here's a shortcut. If you guys still don't want to read the credit report, but you want to send out the most aggressive attack without reading the credit report, check everything in green. Go over here, leave this unlimited, write default, default, default. Most aggressive attack will go out. The AI will read what's right and what's wrong, send out the letters based upon that. That's the most aggressive attack. If you want the most aggressive attack but cost efficient, check everything in blue. Leave everything default, default, default. Put 6.
You said for cost efficient?
Cost effective. So what happens is it's going to write these massive letters, right? And when they write these massive letters, right, instead of writing massive letter, instead of splitting all the letters up, it might write 80 pages in one letter. It might write 100 pages in one letter. And the maximum letters it will send out will be 6. So now you're paying for a thicker envelope, right? You're paying for the more thicker envelope, but it's only got whatchamacallit inside. It's only got 100 pages inside. Well, technically 50 pages because it's front and back. Make sense? This is cost effective.
What's most efficient?
This one.
The green? Okay.
Always the green. Why? Why? Because it sends it separately. So when you send it separately, what does that do? What does that do? If they stall one spot, it will only stall the specific spot. They still got to go through the rest of the stuff. Make sense?
But you're just paying for more letters, so your printing is going to be more, right?
Yes, but here's the thing, Trey. You've been in the system, right? You understand the system.
Yeah.
Right? Without me getting too deep, what are you not disputing in the software?
Accurate information.
Which one?
Accurate information.
No, the AI is going to pick up the accurate
Positive accounts.
Not positive accounts. It's going to know the positive accounts too. So what are you not going to destroy? What are you not going to dispute inside of the software?
Their addresses.
Thank you, Ms. Is it Diane?
Yes, it is.
Yes, Miss Diane. And what else? You 1 for 2. What's the second one you're not going to dispute?
Name.
Yeah. Yo, Coach Viv, that's not cool. That's not cool.
Date of birth.
No, that's personal information.
Yeah,
So personal information, you're not going to do that. Why are you not going to do it inside of the software?
because you don't need it.
You need it. You need to do that. You do. But why wouldn't you do it inside of the software?
Hmm.
Printing.
I can't hear you, Mr. Brown. What did you say?
You'll waste your money printing out the papers.
And you can do it how? And it's more effective how?
Uploaded.
What, 24 hours?
Phone call.
Calling.
Phone call. Phone call is the best way to do it. And you get it done right there and then. So realistically, you're going to see on this file alone how many inquiries are going to go out, right? I can show it to you guys right now. Watch. If I select all of this, I leave this on unlimited, right? I select all of this, I leave it on unlimited, I hit next, right? I'm just going to give you guys this because Trey brought up a different thing. Like I said, I don't steal money from people. I'll show you the right way to do things. I don't steal money because my character doesn't allow me to. Ready? If I go over here, you see all this? What's a positive account, ladies and gentlemen? Which one do you guys think is the positive circle?
Green.
Perfect.
Green.
So if we think positive is green, because green's like money, right? So let's go over here. Let's get that. Now here's every negative account. Everything's color coordinated. I'm gonna do this a little differently than I did last night. If you hover over this on a computer, right, it'll tell you what the account is. So this brown is an inquiry. Watch this. If I reset the system, right, and I remove personal information, I select all, and I'll remove personal information, I'll remove inquiries. I'll do it exactly the same way like I did. Watch this. For everybody asked me what the cost is, right? Watch this. Let's get high positive items again. Do you think the cost between that one, and the one that was previously going to be two separate prices?
Yeah,
No.
definitely.
Yeah.
I ain't about stealing money, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't about it. But what am I showing you guys when I go? I have to show you the most basic route because why? Does everybody know how to pick up the phone and call? Does your community have it? Does wherever you guys are, do you have that knowledge? I don't know. But I know, Trey, you're in my damn community, so I know you got that knowledge because it's right in freaking free tools. And we have the how to get through the stall letter. So I know you already have it. So I know you know how to go through it. So I ain't worried about that. So that's why when I tell you, that's how you should do it because you should have picked up the phone and called. So every single person that is not in the community. So if I do print with you, I don't have to worry about that. Right. What do you mean? Print, worry about what?
So basically, you would send everything off correctly or print correctly. Like you would select what needs to be selected.
Oh, no. If you want me to do an attack assistant for you, that comes at a separate price. It's $25. And yes, we can go in and do all of that to you, but the printing's still separate.
Oh, so we can't.
I
Okay.
can give you a VA, and we do it all the time. I can give you a VA that will go in and attack everything for you and make sure it's done right every single time.
Okay. And okay. All right.
Yeah, that's a whole different. You asking me a completely different game, but yes, that's if you want it that way. Yes, we do provide it. It's like outsourcing. We come into your software, we help you with your attack, we send it out, we go from there. But still, you still need to remove your inquiries. It's just the way that you go about removing it. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
I don't want to open up a can of worms and make this a mastermind class, okay, when this is just a basic class. So it's the same thing. So when I'm teaching you guys this, yes, Miss Diane, I'm sorry. I heard you were talking.
I wasn't.
Oh. In the same thing, the reason that I explain this to you guys over here, and I come off and I hit you guys with the inquiries at the beginning, why? Because a majority of people don't even know how to read their actual credit report. They don't know how many inquiries are on their credit report. They know that their number is bad. They don't know anything else about the file. They don't understand that the file is more important than the actual inquiries. Does that make sense to everybody? Duran,
Yes.
I got my daughter's upstairs. She's screaming for me right now. I know the little hands coming up, man. I got you. So when I come over here, this is the actual file. This is the actual negative items. This is everything negative on your credit report. So when you're talking to your client, right, you're having a very different conversation. And if I'm you right now, I'm having a very different conversation with you than when I'm actually doing the attack. The difference between the professional and somebody just getting started is they don't know how to decipher the difference between what actually needs to be attacked inside of the software and what needs to be attacked inside of other methods. And that's what Trey was explaining to you before. That's the key, is understanding what method to utilize to attack and how to attack properly. Make sense, everybody? Does that make sense, everybody? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. So Ray, drop our next freebie for them tonight.
It's coming.
It's
Drop
coming.
Drop the good one, not the bad one.
Yeah,
Bro,
it's a
what
good
the
one.
fuck?
It's there.
Okay, perfect. So
I'm
I'm gonna
already
generate
seen
two
a
letters.
bees over here.
I'm gonna generate two letters tonight.
Thank-
I'm gonna show you guys the difference between both letters. I'm gonna show you the difference in pricing between both letters. Okay, so I'm gonna generate the one with the inquiry and the personal information. I'm gonna generate the one without the inquiry and the personal information, so you guys can see the difference in pricing. Make sense? So you guys can understand, like, damn, and Duran, you were here last night when I showed the AI software and how the AI software reads and counts everything. So you already know. So check this. I'm gonna open up the cheat sheet that Ray gave us. Everybody should utilize this cheat sheet. Why? It's a cheat sheet. I'm literally giving the answers to the test right here. I'm gonna put it on the other thing right now. I'm gonna open up this window. Now this window's here. I have my first negative item number 1. Where is the negative? What is the actual negative item? It's the type of reported issue. This one right here is the negative item. So just read what's in that box. And what you do is you're gonna verify what's in that box with the cheat sheet. So come over here, read in that box, and then type it into chat or tell me what is the negative item?
PI?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now all we do is come to the screen, click attack, because that's all you're gonna do. You're just gonna attack it. Let's go to the next one. What's number 2? Come over here, type of reported issues. What's number 2?
Inquiry.
Perfect.
Another PR. Oh,
Inquiry.
you're still on the same one. Sorry.
Ready? Let's go to number 3. What's number 3?
Inquiry.
I don't see it.
Diane, right here at the top, look at over here. Even if the information doesn't change, just make sure you look at the top number. It'll change over here. So this one's number 3. Even if the information is the same, a lot of the box is not going to change, but that top one is going to change over there to show that as a. So this is the negative item is number 3. So watch. When I go to number 4, did you see anything change on number 4?
It'll be the same thing until.
Bingo. Because it's the same thing. It's an inquiry. So let's go to number 5. Let's go to number 5.
Inquiry.
I'm going to tell everybody this magical thing. This software is awesome. You know why it's awesome? It color coordinates everything that is the same color.
So it's going to be the same until 40.
Bingo. So 40 is the last one. It's an inquiry. We already got it checked off. We don't need to go into it. So let's go to that next one. Let's go to 41. What's 41?
That's an inquiry connected to an account.
Bingo. Good job. So if it's connected to an account, it's the best inquiry. let me ask this question in here for everybody. Who likes a headache? Who likes waking up in the morning with a headache? Put a me in the chat if you like waking up in the morning with a headache. So, I'm not doing this to be funny. Put a no in the chat if I don't like waking up in the morning without a damn headache. I like waking up in the morning just nice, fresh, smiling. You know, everything's good. Put a no in the chat if I like waking up. Negative. Perfect. I love it. I love it. Nobody likes waking up in the morning with a headache. So nobody likes disputing best inquiries. No one likes disputing good inquiries. You know why? It's a freaking headache. Because if you remove that damn account that is attached to it, they could potentially close that account out. Which is if it's a repo, they could repossess your car. If it's a credit card, they can close your credit card down. If it's an installment loan, they can close that installment loan down and repossess the money. If it's a mortgage, they can repossess your house and foreclose on your house. Because that is the thing. Don't touch it, leave it, don't mess with it. Here's how you do that. You scroll down to the bottom over here. You will see remove this content box. Just click that and it goes bye-bye. Same thing. 42 is a best inquiry. See, 41's gone. 42 is a best inquiry. We're going to do the same thing. We ain't even going to touch it. Make sense? Remove this content box. I'm done. Now, I got no 41 and no 42. Let's go to 87 and let's go to the next one. What's 87? Now, ladies and gentlemen, always read everything in that box in its entirety. Do not just tell me it's a late payment. Because what type of late payment is it? Is it a medical late payment? Is it a student loan late payment? How many late payments are there? Remember, talk to me as if I'm an idiot. So what's there?
1 or 2 delinquency lates.
Keep going. Read the whole thing.
All other delinquency lates.
Keep going. You ain't done.
1, 2 information.
That's it. Why? Because when we match it up and we're talking to our clients, be like, hey, look, I see that you have a late payment on your mortgage. I could just read it on the bottom. And you got 2 late payments on your mortgage. That's fantastic. I know exactly how to dispute that. All other delinquency late payments right here. Boom. I just checked that off. Let's go to 80. Let's go to 88. That's it. What's 88?
Mm-hmm. Student loan derogatory lates. Repayment information.
Perfect. 3 plus. Just come over here. Follow it. Oops.
Okay.
Now, let's go to 89. What's 89? Oh, somebody gonna get this wrong. Oh, I can't wait. What's 89?
Charge off information.
Really? Cheat sheet, guys. I knew somebody was gonna get it wrong. Go to the cheat sheet.
All other charge offs.
AODU,
Mr.
AOCC.
Duran, you were here last night.
Mm-hmm.
That's not fair to the new people. I heard somebody say it. I'm ignoring them because they've been here before. I know exactly who it is, Mr. Rolls Royce. What is it for my new people? What is it?
AODU.
All of
wasn't
the charge offs.
Where is it? Who said that?
AOCC. Yeah.
AOCC. All other charge off and collections, because that is the only one that's not there. The medical charge off and student loan, well, it's not a medical charge off because it would say it. It's not a student loan charge off, so it don't say it. So the only thing that's left. What happened?
Okay.
You see why the cheat sheet helps?
Yes.
That's why I built it. Well, that's why. Yes.
May I ask a quick question? So how do we know, like, actually, I just answered my own question. Thank you so much.
Why don't you ask it? Because now you just brain fucked me. So
no, because I kind of got it mixed up with the payment, but it's a charge off, so it's a negative account. So period, it has to go. But I was like, what if it's a positive account, but a negative is on it? So that was just my mess up.
That's a late payment.
Yes.
Positive account with a negative on it would only be a late payment. So when it gets into a collection is actually when it's sold off. So a charge off's first, collections after. Comes off in sequence. Just remember the sequence. Very good. You did ask a good question. That's what I said. There's no stupid questions, guys. It's just what the question pertains to. That's a very good question. Okay.
So
Go on,
where
Mark.
do we understand? How do I understand this to be a bad charge off? Because it says bad inquiries on the bottom.
No, there's no bad inquiry. A charge off is a bad account.
Bad account.
Yeah,
Okay.
the bad inquiry. The inquiries get labeled by good, by bad, good, great, best. Okay, because they're attached. An inquiry is basically you requested debt because that's what an inquiry is. You're asking the bank, I want you to pull my credit report because I want to request debt. So when I pull the request, right, and
Have
it
my
is
registration.
they
I'm not
request.
sure what registration is.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Give me a second. So they requested debt. Now, as they request debt, right? Once they requested that debt, they're like, okay, we view your account. Your account is good. We're going to open you up for whatever debt, whether it's credit card, loan, whatever the case may be. As they open you up, now it's attached to that specific account. So that's why it's called a best inquiry or a good inquiry because they're attached over there. So that's why we don't want to remove them. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So now we go down here. We see if we have gone any colors. Well, we went through 87, 88, 89. All this matches. Let's check 94. Okay, we got that. That's why we have the cheat sheet. Okay, we went 94, 95, same thing. Okay, 96 is the only other color, but it's checked off. We got it. So now this is done. The sheet is done. We did that. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to come here. I just made the screen bigger. Here's 96. I scroll down to the bottom, and I just double check my documents. My documents say first name, last name. This is a cheat and a hack of mine. First name, last name, ID. First name, last name, social security card. First name, last name, POA. Why? I keep it in thing. I know that this is client Joe Smith, and this is their first name, last name of everything that they have. Good. Everything matches. I'm going to scroll to the top. First quality check that you should do before you even generate the letter. Not only double check it in the manage all users, but you're going to double check it over here. You're going to check the client's full name. You're going to check their street, city, state, zip code, date of birth, and social security. Everything matches up the way that it should. Great. Let's move on. Click general settings. We're going to go to the AI section over here. We're going to reset the system. We're going to go back and we're going to select the round that we're on. Now, remember, when we select indemnity 1, right, it does not go to indemnity 2 unless it's 30 days later. So if I make 8 mistakes, I don't go down to indemnity 8 because I made 8 mistakes. No, I stay indemnity 1 until 240 days later. Make sense? That's when we get to indemnity 8. Make sense?
No, I'm confused now.
Okay. If I make a mistake, every time I make a mistake, I got to generate the first round of the letter. I can't generate the last round of the letter. So if I'm in indemnity 1, I don't come here if I made 8 mistakes and generate indemnity 8. It's not going to change the letter. I need indemnity 1.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I did this. I check all in red, and now I just open up my cheat sheet. Where's my cheat sheet? Oh, did I close it out? Oh, no, it's right here. Here's my cheat sheet. I match everything up over here, and I do this. PI, inquiries, AOCC, student loans, and this. Now, I come double check the cheat sheet. Boom, boom, boom. Everything matches up. Fantastic. Okay, close that out. Now I count my green boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many credit bureaus are there, ladies and gentlemen? There are 3 credit bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. 5 times 3 is 15. I put 15 in this box. Default, default, default. And I hit next.
And this is if
So
we
the-
don't go the most aggressive attack method, right?
Which is the most aggressive attack method?
And the one you said, everything in green.
That is everything in green. That is that is everything in green. Did I not select everything in green?
I thought you meant like everything in the column green.
If I select everything in the column because I'm too lazy to read the credit report. I just read the credit report. I just select everything in green without the AI telling me what to select. I selected it. Still the same way. But now it's just proper. Same exact way. I told you that's the fast way. and then you got the proper way. And I click generate the letter.
So the 5 that you have in green for you to do 5 times 3 to get to 15. So when you're targeting those bureaus, you're gonna have some green. I thought green was just good.
Green? No. We're not gonna have any green. Green is just to say that we're gonna send the letters individually. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna generate the other letters. Then I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'm sorry, I might pee myself. I'm gonna go to the restroom, and I'm gonna come back. Oops. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna let you guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna come back after I'm done with that. I'm gonna show you guys the printing software if you guys don't mind. Is everybody okay with that? Put a yes in the chat if you guys good with that. Then I'll drop some knowledge on it for you guys being extra good with me tonight. I'll drop some knowledge on you guys with that. Coach Viv, I know you're here. If you want to take over for a couple of seconds, that'd be great. I truly appreciate that.
Hello, everyone. How y'all doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Great. Doing great. Doing great. Is this anyone's first time attending the training tonight?
It is my first time.
It's your first time? Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think so far?
It's interesting. A little confusing, but very interesting. I think I gotta take this class maybe another time and to get it right. Just to follow up.
Well, the great thing is that the class is pretty much 5 days a week. Do you have the schedule?
I do.
You do have a schedule? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you inside the school community or are you inside the Facebook community?
I'm through the WAP community. I don't know if you've
Coach Beef, I'm sorry for cutting you off. Like, this is not our class. That's matter too.
Right. I understand.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I just
So
didn't know
we don't,
because
so we don't talk about our community and all of this stuff.
yeah, I'm not talking about that, right? Thank you though. Yeah, I wasn't for sure. Were you in anyone's community? That was it. So okay. Well, so are you copying? Is everybody's copying all the helpful items, like all the things that Ray's dropped in the chat so far?
Yes, I'm taking a lot of notes.
Okay. Are you on your computer or your iPhone or cell phone?
I'm sorry?
Are you on your computer, laptop, computer, or cell
I'm
phone?
on an iPad.
iPad. Okay. Well, hopefully you can save everything. Okay. And so tomorrow, let me look to see at the schedule.
What days do you coach or teach? If you don't mind me asking.
I don't teach. I'm part of I'm part of Badi's the score machine, but I do know this because I was with one of the coaches a time ago. And so I'm attending because just want to say refresh because this is a product that he offers as well when he was talking about his VA, his team.
Okay.
So right.
So you did this. You've been in the community a long time now.
I have. Well, through, like I was saying, I was with another coach, seven-figure coach, and he had the same, it's the same system, although it may be a different name. And so I was, I would answer questions at the time on that. But now, again, I'm with Badi's team, and we're pushing forward with the score machine.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but love to see new faces and to see what everyone is doing and how they're utilizing the software and expanding their business, getting everybody's credit repair and then hopefully moving them on to funding and themselves are partnering with a funding another funding partner. So that's kind of really is bigger. This is kind of like a tool to get to the next step. And so, and hopefully you'll be able to set it up like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right. So, Definitely do that if you're not thinking that way. This is pretty much what this meeting also is for, is that you to think bigger, to think like, okay, what am I gonna do next with my clients? How am I gonna get them to the next step? If I can't do it, don't want to do it, who can I partner with? To get help with that.
Absolutely. I got galactic dreams, so I'm gonna tap
Mhm.
in with everybody.
And absolutely, absolutely. That is the plan, to start talking strategy. That's the word for 2026 is strategy, for sure. So what type of business do you have?
I'm just getting started. So this is the beginning stage, just to understand the software. And then from there, I'm gonna
Mhm.
just take off and um eventually I want to more so do like the funding space. Um and probably just have like VAs do this one. So kind of just mimicking what they're already doing, just taking the blueprint essentially. And then hopefully have my own software, in conjunction with theirs. So the same
Okay.
thing.
Well, thank you. It's been nice speaking with you all.
You too.
Oh, thank you.
Coach Viv, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I didn't even know you were here. I looked down and I said, oh, thank God. I didn't want to leave awkward silence. So I do appreciate Coach Vivian for taking over. I'm going to do the attack again just real quickly because the software decided to poop itself. So let's just do this real quick. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm going to do the inquiries first. I'm going to do 15, default. Now that the system reset itself, guys, we always got to make sure that we go back and just view the credit report before we generate the letters, make sure nothing bad generates. So in this case, I'm going to click high positive items. I'm going to click include all three bureaus. Come over here. I see 41 and 42 have veered their heads up. Let's remove this. And let's remove this. Okay, we double check. Everything's good. All right, let's go up to the top and generate the letter. So let's generate that letter. So now this letter is with inquiries and personal information. Okay, just for everybody to see this. I'm gonna show you without personal information and inquiries. Freaking snowing again. So now the letters are actually being generated. It's gonna write the letters. I'm not gonna go and view the letters. I'm gonna do the next attack, just so everybody can see it. Okay, so now I come over here, select client. I'm gonna select my client again. I'm gonna do it yourself, but this time I'm gonna do attack one. I'm gonna do check all. Instead of doing inquiries, personal information, I'm gonna do this. Count the boxes. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 times 3 is 9. They got 10. Always round up. Default. Okay, and now generate.
Why are we doing this one again?
This one is to show you. This one's to show you the difference. So this one's more for Trey, because Trey was, you want to see how to recoup some of that money from me that he spent. All right. So that's the difference. So now the letters are generated. Both letters are here. So now I'm going to pull out my other AI software. Bear with me one second. So I'm gonna pull out the AI software that we're transitioning to inside of the credit repair inside of the printing company, and I'm gonna show you guys how it works. So here's the AI software that I developed my own AIs, guys, just to let you guys know this. So we're testing this out, and we're now bringing it forefront. Do I gotta log in again? Ray, why does this keep doing this?
Because Munib is working, that's why.
Pain in my ass. All right, dashboard. Tell him, can he stop updating it until after I'm done with class?
Sure, I will let him know.
Where's the username? Give me 1 second. I want to show you guys this. It's freaking cool. It is honestly cool. This is just a test. I'm not actually doing it, but just to show you guys the difference in pricing right off the bat. So here you go. So now, if I create an order, right, I'm gonna pull it in the AI software, and I'm gonna let the AI show us what's going on. So my AI has the first one. Here's the first letter. This is with inquiries and with personal information. You've got 15 PDFs. You got a total of 195 pages, total 28 stamps. This would normally cost you $200. Okay, this will normally cost you $201.59, right? This is mail with tracking. This is not standard mail. If I want to move it to standard mail, I click standard. It'll cost you 110 bucks. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to reset the system, same client, but now I'm going to drag in the other one. Watch the number of pages, watch the number of PDFs, because the PDFs are the actual whatchamacallit, the files that need to be sent out. Ready? Here's the first one. Come over here. Wait. No way. That's not possible. Did I do something wrong?
No, you don't.
I didn't do something wrong, right? That don't make
No.
sense. Why did it make more?
Check the file again.
I
Then.
didn't.
Yeah, it's 18.
18. Hold on. So where's the first one?
I think it was 15.
Yeah, it's 15.
It was 15. This is the actual right one. Hold on. I'm going to generate that again. Hold on. Maybe I just found an error in the software. So let's generate that one more time. I clicked generate, guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did I?
So you were talking about without the inquiries?
Yeah, let me make sure I click generate.
Right, okay.
I'll come over here. I hit this. I don't know. Okay. I did that. 9. Which we go 10. Default. It shouldn't spit out more than 10 letters. It's not enough for 10 letters. Okay. Include all 3 bureaus. Generate the letter. I don't think I generated it. Can you have clients anywhere using this software? No, just clients in the United States. US only. Okay, now let's go back. It should only open up 9 letters. There we go. That's right. Oh, I once scared the poopy out of me. I was like, wait, did I do something wrong? There you go. So it's 9 letters. So now watch. So you had 15 before, not 18, 15, right? And it was 101, right? Same thing. Gonna generate this new letter. Or
101 without tracking. But
100.
with tracking, it was like 2 something. You
Yeah.
said.
201, right? So now this one, just getting it with track, this is tracked, right? Is 123. Without tracking, $67.
And this the one without the personal information, right?
And the inquiries.
Right.
So let me tell you something. Which one you doing?
Me personally, I'm doing the one with the personal information inquiries.
You
Save
do it.
time. I got a lot of clients already. I gotta save time.
Hey. Okay.
So that was more with tracking.
Tracking, so it's going to cost more because it's a different stamp.
Should you track?
Let
Yes.
me explain to you the reason why you shouldn't do standard, and then you ask me if you should track. So, with standard, when it leaves my possession, there is no way to know where it is. There is no way to know if it gets to the bureau. So if you pick up the phone and call the bureau and they say it never arrived, how can we prove if it arrived or not? Ms. Diane, I'm talking to you directly.
Yes, I get it.
We can't prove it. So
We can't prove it.
if you trying to set up a case with the clients, right? And you're trying to get them to an attorney or yourself to be able to sue because you're developing a case, which one gives you a better leg to stand up, tracked or standard?
The tract.
Guess what? Guess what? One of my clients was working with me up until February of this past year. Not this year, the year before. He messaged me in October. Ali, I was you in mail with tracking with you. Is there any which way that I can get your tracking numbers? I gave him a list of every tracking number that he went through in the software with me. And I sent it all to him. He won the case because all of his files were tracked. Now, is that common? No. But do you want to set yourself up for success? Yes, you always want to set yourself up for success. The reason why credit repair companies charge so much is because you're paying for their time, but you're also paying for their knowledge. The knowledge is what I just gave you. It's the difference between the client paying $1,500 and the client paying $4,500 to $5,000. I just gave you the answer why they can charge so much. Why they can charge and why you're going to pay them that. Why are you personally going to pay them that? Because they know which one to use on you. Does that make sense?
So the price that show up, is that the price you're charging them, or you got extra for your
No,
time?
this is it. That's the price.
Okay.
That's the price. That's what's coming out. That's what you're paying. I'm going to let everybody know something over here. I cannot compete with you. I want you to understand that. I cannot compete with you. I will never be able to compete with you because you're never going to charge the right thing for yourself. I will compete with a big box store all day long. The difference between me and the big box store is I have the office, I have everything, but this is what I do. My office is 3 miles away from here. I go over there and I sit down. I even have a professional printer in the house, but I don't print anything here for this because we have everything locked under lock and key in our office. We have all digital locks, everything to make sure everything, and there's cameras inside of the system, and we make sure everything gets dropped off at the post office at the end of every night. We used to have post office pickup, but until we moved to the new office, I'm waiting for them to call me back to get post office pickup. Price to print only with tracking. Price to print with tracking only. Yeah, and this one's standard. Here's the difference. $67 for standard, different with this. This is the difference between the two different models of what I'm showing you guys. This one's the one that has no personal information, no inquiries. But Trey, you just figured out how much 15 letters cost.
Mm.
Now you know how to price for 8 rounds. Now you know how to price for 8 rounds. You add your profit on top. That's the key. That's the key. So there's one major thing that I don't like about this software, and it's what makes it unique. It doesn't tell you how many pages it's going to generate. So you're up in the wind. I could tell you how many letters you're going to generate through this software. I could tell you right off the bat, I could look at a file and I'll be like, you're going to generate 9, you'll generate 15, whatever. I could tell you that by just looking at a file. Like this file over here, this is my favorite one. I showed it because this is my software, right? And examples. Do yourself. This one's my favorite file. So when I do this one in my software, this one, guys, will blow your mind out. Nope, let's shut that off. Yeah, that's my mastermind class. Okay, let's go over here. I'm gonna show you guys what this file looks like, right? Look at this shit. This shit will blow your damn mind. Look how many negatives this one has. When you see more colors, means more letters. When you see colors of the rainbow, forget about seeing one color. When you see more colors, Instantly, every different color you see is another letter instantly. Forget about how many negatives there are, individual negatives. Look at how many colors there are. The more colors means the more negative items. The more negative items, the more negative item categories, the more letters you have to send out. Just think about it. If you have one from each category, you have 12 letters that are going out times 3 bureaus. That's 36 letters if you had one negative item in every category. That's not including pages. Patricia looking at me, she like, I am tired. This boy just keep going and going and going. I'm waiting for her eyes to gloss over in a second. She just like, see? I told you guys I'm gonna have fun. Yes, Diane.
Well, I didn't need nothing.
Oh, I saw you come off mute, so I was like, I figure out.
Yeah, I was moving the cursor here.
Okay. So at the end of the day, when I show you guys stuff like this and I go over it, is to let you understand this software. Every major wig in the United States, every major credit repair company has touched base on this software at least once. You know why they stopped using it? Take a
You
guess.
don't know how to read a report.
Well, that. You know why they stopped using it? Take a guess.
Cost them too much money.
Bingo. Bingo. This was never built truly for the for the business. It was meant to get the business rolling until you learned how to do other things. It was never built for the individual to mass do it because it costs too much money to print, even if you do it yourself. Even if you do it yourself. Guys, I have 100 boxes of paper in my office. 100 of those boxes that I showed you. 100 of them. I will go through that in 3 months. I will go through 100 boxes of paper in 3 months because it's got nothing to do with the person. It's got everything to do with the AI and how it generates the software, generates the letter. Here's the thing. The person that generated these letters is an effing genius. He's also an attorney. So he doesn't write anything like you or I would write. This is not my account. No, he'll start off as, due to the exhibit on what the account is, account number, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, is currently in default. And because it is currently in default, I would like to state that the reason that it is in default due to the reason of MCRA, FCRA, whatever, number, okay, and Metro 2 number, whatever, blah, 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 that this account is not mine. He just said the same thing, but the way he went about it is completely different. So you will say the account is not mine. He will say exactly what's that. And just to give you an idea, ready? Let me show you one of those letters. I'm gonna show it to you over here. So this is my AI. My AI will pick up inside the software and actually read the letters and show me what matches and what doesn't match. So because this matches, it's good. If it doesn't match, a red box will come up on it and say that it doesn't match. So I know that this is not right, and I'll turn around and say, hey, just to let you know, you got to go regenerate. And then y'all going to hate me. So this is what the letter looks like. The derogatory accusation have to be Metro 2 compliant to retain the report. So annul any non-physical proof or permissible purpose evidence confirming validity, accuracy, and timeliness, and the implementation perfect and certified Metro 2 compliant account. What the fuck? Every time I read that, I go, what did he? What did I just say?
Wait, can you reread that?
Bro, you can reread that. I ain't reading that because even to myself, I'm like, did I pronounce everything correctly? That shit don't make sense. That shit
I
don't
can't read it, and I can't take a screenshot. Please read it.
you don't even gotta go. Just generate your letter. One of you've printed with us before. Just take one of your letters. It's in one of your letters. If you did the most of the.
Oh, you're just reading the letter. Okay. My bad.
This is just the most. Just one of that. Here's the thing. Look at this one. This one, the PS over here. My next letter will notify you with my LOITS. What the hell is LOITS? I had to look that shit up. Letter with intent to sue. Oh, yeah. Letter of intent to sue.
That's what I was gonna ask next. Is that something?
What round is that letter?
Round 1. I just generated this.
Is that something that y'all do as well, or that he does, or
who?
As far as like, if they did something wrong, suing you out, like the minimum is like 1,000. But is that something y'all do as well, or?
Do we? I don't understand what you mean. Do we do it?
So like, say if something was put on there and it wasn't supposed to, and it caused you harm, like you couldn't get a house, you couldn't get a car, and then they say how you can sue for damages. Is that something that?
I mean, is it something? I'm not an attorney. If you're asking me if I can sue on your behalf, no. But if
is it something you do with your community?
I was just literally about to get to that right now, but I was saying if you're in my community, it's under free tools. I got a network in all 50 states of all consumer law attorneys. And they're not Legal Shield, just to let you know that.
Could you go over a little bit about your mastermind? At first I was thinking about just doing this for myself, but now just going to this class, it just created a light bulb for me, and now I'm interested to know a little more.
So I don't teach my mastermind anymore.
I see.
Coach Vivian is one of my mastermind teachers. And I have another one, Coach V, who's another one of my mastermind teachers.
But you have a program?
I have a whole community, brother. Trey is a part of them. Anybody that gets inside of the paid community by paying for printing, you're a part of my community. You're a part of anybody, and that's how you get through the door. Because I don't step on anybody's toes. You came here through somebody else, right? You went through somebody else's school to get in here right now. I'm not stepping on their toes, and I'm not hurting them in any which way, shape, or form. So exactly what it is. The minute that you pay, you become my client. So now I can give you tools for free. So how do I give you tools? You come in, you join the paid in full community, and then now you have access to all the stuff that we go over. And everything that we do, every class that we go over, everything that we talk about, all the stuff that we're going through, all that stuff and how you get in. Ray is one of my things. We have other programs. I'm just letting you know that. We have other shit that helps enhance your credit repair business. And guess what? Today, we just locked in a deal with a company so we can offer pre-done, check this shit out, pre-done landing pages for your credit repair business. We will build the landing pages for you. They'll be inside. So all you got to do is open it up and get it rocking and rolling. You just got to attach a couple of things, and now you can go to the masses. I just locked that in an hour before class tonight.
Nice. Congratulations.
But that's for my community. That's what I built out for you guys. You know why? You guys deserve the best of everything if you're going to go out there and put you out. Like Trey. Trey's out there. Trey, literally, he's out there. He's doing it. You get in any other community, you can learn anything that you're learning. Take what you need, but then learn the other part, which is the business. And how do you learn the business? What did I say to you when we started class? Well, I'm doing myself. You are your client. You are your client. That's what people don't know. I'm just doing myself. You don't understand, because if you're your client, you're going to do it the way that you're going to do it for your client. And if you start doing it like your client, you're going to change the whole parameter on how everything works. And that's the key of what I try to get people to understand is when you start looking at things like that, your whole parameter of how you build your business is going to change. I'll look at my clients. I'll look at each and every single one of you. One of you can be my client, one of you may not, right? I look at every single one of you and I know immediately which person is going to give up immediately after 3 rounds. Which person is going to turn around and say, I'm going to stay with it. I'm stubborn. I'm thick-headed. Okay? I don't believe in giving up. Why did I give the 2 features tonight? 2 things I said. I said tonight in a major thing. I said this is for the cost-effective method. Why did I say cost-effective? Because everybody looks and stops. When do they stop? When do they immediately stop doing what they're doing? When their pocket hurts. When their pocket hurts, what do? They stop anything extra. Well, let me change the perspective for you guys right now. Credit repair is not extra. Financial literacy is not extra. It is the top of the food chain, beneath eating. Beneath eating. You cannot get a raise at your job. I want everybody to understand this. On most jobs, you cannot get a raise at your job if your credit score ain't right. They will pull your credit. A part of your background check that you signed has the ability to pull your credit. Why do they pull your credit? Think about it for a second. Why do they pull your credit? Because they got to know that do you have the ability to be bought? Do you have the ability to be bought? If I'm in a hard motion right now and I come to you, my competitor comes to you and turns around and tells you, I'll give you $50,000 if you tell me what the secret sauce in KFC is right now. And you're not making any money as a worker in KFC, what you gonna do? You're gonna sell the 11 spices and 12 and seven things? I forgot what it is. And the reason I use that one all the time because that one's got the secret, it's got a secret thing. It's the same thing like anything that you do, you have to think about that. And they already know that. Corporate America knows that. Amazon's not gonna do it. Any federal job is not going to do it. They don't give you a raise the minute that you're in bad credit. So that means you can't buy that house. You can't buy that car. You can't put extra food on the table. You can't do any of that. So now when I break it down to you, is it important? You're damn right it's important. You're damn right it's important. Why is it important? Because it's a whole different game. It's a whole different game. Because now I only thought, I just need my credit to buy a car. I need my credit to get another apartment. I need my credit to get this. No, I need my credit to get access to money. Forget about institutional money, because this is what I was talking about yesterday. Forget about institutional money. You need to get access to your actual paycheck. When you want to split your 9-to-5 job and you're getting ready to do your side hustle and go full-time on your side hustle, right? You still need your 9-to-5 to get you through until your side hustle grows. So to get that institutional money. But if we're not thinking like that, we put ourselves back in the same spot. Then we blow our credit up and we start the circle all over again. Everybody thinking like that. Why does Schmitty, Dion, and Darius, why do they hit to everybody? Because they were all you one day. And now they're living the lives that you want to live. Tell me I'm not wrong. Tell me I'm not wrong.
Not wrong.
You're right.
Tell me you want to go, you don't want, forget about the vacation. Forget about the vacation. Screw the vacations. Tell me you don't want to wake up in the morning and go to work at noon. Tell me you don't want to take a business dinner at the nicest restaurant in town. I don't hate. Because I want to be just like them. I want to be just like them too. Ain't nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with saying it.
Nope.
But if I know what my level is at, I got to understand why I hadn't how to get there. Dion told me a secret, okay? Dion told me when we first first got together, he was on his last $10,000 for putting food on the table. You know what he did with that last $10,000? He spent it on a podcast. It changed the trajectory of his life. FedEx guy. Does anybody know the story about FedEx?
No.
Nobody know the stories about FedEx? Right, yeah, I'll drop some gold on you. Story about FedEx. FedEx was going out of business, chapter 11. Guy had the last $5,000 in the bank account. He went to Vegas, and the rest is history. He went and bet that shit in Vegas.
Wow.
I love the FedEx story. The FedEx story is great. The FedEx story is great. Why? Because it shows that if we want to do it, we're going to do it. But we have to understand the steps on how to get there. We have to understand what we need to put forward. Look, guys, I was in your shoes. 515 credit score. 515 credit score. When I met my wife had an 807. She looked at me, she goes, I got a better credit score than you. I said, give me a few years. I have my why now. I knew I was going to get married to her ass. Drive me up a damn wall. That's how I knew I was going to get married to her ass, because I knew that exactly what was going to happen. So what did I do? I started building. I fixed my credit. I owned a credit repair company at the time, but I never focused on my own credit because I never had a why, because I always been my own boss. So what happened? First thing I did was went and got a job. I got a job at just over broke. Why? I had to pay my bills. Because you can't wish you're going to get there. You can't hope you're going to get there. You have to get there. Here's my saying. You can wish and hope in one hand and shit in the other and see which one gets full first. So I needed to poop or get off the pot. I literally went and did what I needed to. I got a job. What did I do with my job? I leveraged the money in my job to open up businesses. I tried 4 businesses before my wife owned the printing company. So I tried 4 different franchises before we struck gold on one. 4 different failures. I go to the franchise show every single year. Doesn't matter what state it's in. Doesn't matter. I'll always go to the franchise show. There's got to be something that strikes me. And there's always a brand new up-and-coming franchise that you can get in for next to nothing. I struck gold. But how did I strike gold? Right there. That's how I struck gold. $500,000. And it started at 50K. I got my credit cleaned. I went and applied. I did what I needed to. I got the BS cards. I got all the shit that I needed to. I put the authorized users. I did what I needed to. I got American Express. American Express gave me 10.5, and from that point on, I'd never looked back. I went into the franchise show. I leveraged my credit for a franchise. Once I leveraged my credit for a franchise, that's when we went forward. But why am I telling you this? Because it's a step. I started at step 1, and now I'm here. Risk is always the down payment of the success. You're 100% right. But you got to do educated risk. Educated risk. You can't just risk on risk. You know, okay, the FedEx guy, that was just pure risk. Educated risk. Here's the thing. What did you say before? I got clients coming through the roof. You're not going to buy the $1,000 package unless you got clients. You see the difference? You're not going to buy the $500 package or the $400 package unless you have the clients to meet the demand. That's risk. That's educated risk. Every time I move up, my risk assessment goes up. Every time I move down, the same thing. Make sense? That's the key. That's what I'm talking to everybody. That's what I'm making sure that everybody's okay. Is everybody cool with that? Did I drop extra sauce on you guys tonight? Dre, is that enough sauce for you to get back your money worth?
Come on, man. I've been got that back.
Bro, there's so much inside of that community. There's so much shit that we have. The printing company, guys, yeah, I make my bones. I do what I need to. I tell you guys everything. But here's the thing. All right, so I'll give you guys one. I'll give you guys a cool one. Client of mine calls me. He says, Ali, you are expensive. I'm going to go to UPS store. I said, okay, sure, go to UPS store. Now, I don't argue with people when you tell me I'm expensive. I just know that financially you're not ready for me. Goes to the UPS store. The lady charges, I want to say half off, right? She comes in. I'm going to do it. I'm going to print your letter. It's going to be 50% off, whatever the case may be. Then the lady told him, okay, so now do me a favor while you're here. I printed out all your letters. You got to write all the envelopes out. You got to stuff all the envelopes and put it down, and I'll be no problem to say. He goes, no. He goes, that's not what I wanted. I wanted you to do that. He goes, no. We don't do that here. He looked at it. He said, excuse you. He goes, that's what. He goes, no, sir. We take your envelopes in the tote when you put them in the tote, and that's what we do. We don't do that work for you. That's your job. We can print out all you want all day long, but that's not our job to do that. When he said that, he hasn't left since, because you realize he spent 45 minutes inside a UPS store folding, stamping, doing all that, and then he got to get everything individually weighed. He's like, I'm done. I'm not doing this. So when I talk to you guys, think about what I just said and go from there. You guys are going to understand. You're going to be like, holy crap, there's a lot. There's a lot that's in there that you guys don't think about. There's a lot that's in there that you guys absolutely don't think about. And we got you. I want everybody to understand that. We got you. I don't know. Is there any questions that you guys got tonight? Anything else that you guys want to ask?
Ali, can you talk a little bit about your what you had? You said you had some way of doing it for us, or
so it's called the Attack Assistant Program. So if you want to get into the Attack Assistant Program, very simple. Just Ray.
Yes.
Drop the phone number for the printing company.
Sure.
All you got to do is say text the phone number that Ray's about to drop, and just type in Attack Assistant. Okay, just write it out, Attack Assistant. And then whoever's working that night will set you up with one of the managers. Ray is one of the managers in there that can help out with that. You just go in there and they'll go in, they'll look at the file, they'll set it all up for you, and then they'll send you out. They'll invoice you when the job is done. That's it.
How long does that usually take?
What, for us to go in and attack?
Yeah.
2 minutes and 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And then
nice.
After the 2 minutes and 30 seconds, after we do everything that I just did tonight, then we invoice you for the printing.
Okay.
That's it. Very simple, very easy product, like outsourcing. That's what it is.
So just say Attack Assistant. That's it. Okay.
What's the name of this place, or what should I put it under?
The name of the company, Total Post and Print, TPMP.
TPMP.
And it's not A-N-D, it's N, the letter N.
Wait, one more time. TPNP?
TPN, the letter N, P.
Okay.
Ray just dropped it in the chat for you too.
Hey, Mr. Ali.
Yes,
so,
Mr. Graham.
I'm a senior now, right? But I haven't changed it on none of my documents. Should I do that first before
Absolutely.
start
You should have did that from the beginning. As soon as you became a senior, that's immediately you should change it. And I know somebody said something about documents over here. When you become a senior, you're going to hurt junior, right? The minute that they put your credit stuff on junior's name. And it happens all the time. So you have to put SR. And you need to call in and tell them I'm a senior now.
Okay.
You have to. Women. All my women in here. Y'all get married and get divorced. right? Pain in the ass to change your last name. FYI, you are no longer the person that was married to that man when you get divorced. Legally, by the court documents, you are back to whoever you state you are. If your document still says your married name on it, FYI, that's considered fraud. Go get all your documents changed. That is a big thing. I talk to everybody about that all the time. I said that, Duran, if you remember, I said that last night in class too. Always get your documents changed, especially if your name is not who you are. It's a big thing. Don't mess with that, because if they want to, they can actually pursue damages on that.
Lee, on your other courses, you spoke about that you teach for business, how to set up a business, or did I misinterpret that?
Unless you keep the last name. Yes, Miss Allen, unless you keep the last name. Do I teach you how to set up a business? I can teach you how to set up a business. It's not hard.
No, I was talking about like a credit repair business.
I don't have it. My business partner does, but it's always something I can put together. It's not hard. It's not hard. How to set up a credit repair business is not hard, Omar. What it is first off, don't set up a credit repair business until you have an influx of clients. Okay? That's the key. Everybody wants to set up a credit repair business. They go buy the biggest package, this, that, and the other thing. Start putting your feelers out to actually become a business. Hey guys, look, I'm getting into credit repair. I'm doing this AI thing. I want everybody to know. I'm gonna start preparing documents for people. I don't charge for printing. I send it out to a third party. So I'll let you guys handle the printing cost. My document preparation fee is $80. Who would like to come over here and work with me? Well, how much is the cost? Cost for you to generate a letter is $40. If you do it right on the first time, it's $40. So I just make my profit, $80. I just doubled my profit. I'm not paying for printing. I'm gonna let them pay for their own printing. At the end of the day, I just made it back.
Mm-hmm. With the when you send in a new attack, now you have to import a new credit report, right?
Yes, you would want to do that you would want to do that for it to stay fresh. If anything new pops on, it will be there, and if anything comes off, you're gonna also know that, so it's not gonna attack any old items that are not existing. Now, say you're a person that does not want to keep for financial reasons, you do not want to keep the credit monitoring company. You can get away with using the same report for 4 months. Make sense?
Okay. And when you import the new credit report, you do it the same way that we went over it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Until the software fixes it, right now that's the way to do it.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
When we pay for the printing service, like soon as we get done paying you for that service, you send over an email to our address for the access of the program, or how
No, you're
does it
just
work?
gonna go to Ray. You're gonna go to Ray. You're gonna you're gonna text in and say, hey, can Ray give me access to the paid in full community? I don't have it automated.
okay.
I don't have it automated yet because we're charging for the community. So there's people out there that don't want to pay for printing, but they want access to the community, which is absolutely okay. We give them access to the community, but that's on the outside of this class. I cannot
Gotcha.
do that inside of this class because I'm not going to hurt anybody else. Okay? But, somebody just called the company with your last name.
I was locking in the number.
Oh, I was like,
But
somebody
I
just called the company.
I already have that number though.
Oh, okay.
So,
I was like, wait, what? Whatchamacallit? But just because it can't be automated for the paid ones. So you just got to ask Ray. Ray will unlock it for you, and or ask somebody in the company. I'll give them access to be able to unlock it for you. It take within if you don't have it within 24 hours, stay on top of us. It's literally we send a freaking link to your email through school, and we get you locked in immediately.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of shit inside. Miss Allen was multitasking. She was in both classes at the same time last night. Did anybody remember that I was here last night? She was like, I wasn't listening to you. I was in the other class too.
I get in where I fit in.
Hey, I don't care. Hustlers mentality. Hence why the name of the YouTube channel is Smart Hustlers University. Ray, people have been people don't like to hear me talk. They've been waiting for the YouTube channel. Drop the YouTube channel for them.
Sure.
Let's throw it up for Dana right now. Let's throw it up for fucking Dana right now. I don't know what that girl is doing. She on a forklift right now, driving, chilling. I remember those days when I was in the warehouse. Let's give it up to Dana for locking in, staying in, and doing what needs to be done while she's working. Dana, good job, girl. Good for you. Proud of you. I don't even know you, but I'm just proud of you. I don't think she can hear me, but I got you, girl. I got you. People don't realize how hard it is to, just put food on the table. But that's the key. That's the key. I'd rather be working in some office somewhere, right? I remember when I was her. I was her at 22. I was an assistant manager of a warehouse down in New Jersey. I made good money back then, but I'll tell you something. I remember that. I remember doing that, just random hours, being called in, all BS and all that stuff, and just doing what I needed to. God bless. Does anybody have any questions? Anything that they want to go over? Anything that they need?
Mr. Badi.
Just what?
Yes. For clarification,
Yes.
I was just piggybacking off of what you said about the documents.
Uh-huh.
I do agree with the passport being used because that's why they want the driver's license as far as those other reasons. But passport does make sense as far as this is concerned.
Passport is so when I talk to you guys, don't forget, I'm not talking to you on a lot of different reasons, but I talk to you guys based upon what has been told to me. I have mentors from all different walks of the world, right? And I told you last night, Miss Allen, right? You remember who told me about the whole passport thing? It was an old Jewish man, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And he has not used his driver's license for anything but his car in a long time. That's all he uses it for. He goes, my passport is my federal ID. That's what I need it for. That's it. When you need to verify an address, some people are going to ask you for that. Like they'll ask you when you go to a federal building or something like that. I got you. But know that it has the potential to come and do that. That's fine. But normally when you're going out, like I was in Philly, right? And I had to get verified to walk into this high-end building, right? The lady's like, ID. So I handed her my passport. She didn't have no qualms with it because they want to verify the person. They don't want to verify the actual where you live. The people that you know where you're going to that are going to need your driver's license and your address, that's a different story. Talking in that sentiment in that way, you're going to be a little bit ahead of the game when you do that to understand what you're dealing with. But I do agree with you in the sentiment of what you just said, but majority day to day, you're not going to need your driver's license. Your day to day, most like your passport can get you through a lot of stuff that you didn't realize that it could get you through.
Well, no, I am going to carry my passport for ID now.
I got you. Trust me, it's a whole different game. People are going to look at you different. They're going to be like, why are you giving me your passport? But
thank you, sir.
I got you. Look, guys, everything that I do, I test it out first. I don't ever do something without testing it. I don't ever do it without doing it myself. So I want everybody to understand that. I do everything myself first. I don't give you any knowledge. I don't drop anything without doing it on myself. whether I'm teaching you guys how to do a pay down, or I'm testing out something, or I'm doing something with printing. Like, somebody asked me why every 15 days. Why should I send out my rounds every 15 days? Ladies and gentlemen, don't send your rounds out every 15 days. Don't. It's not worth it. Pick up the phone and call the bureau and tell them to process your damn letters. You don't know how to do that? FYI, it's in the community. Just pay for printing. We teach you how to do it. That's it. It's under free tools.
Where's your community at? School?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I made sure it was school because all the classrooms, we got a lot of stuff in the classrooms, and I got more that I'm going to bring in. And I got a lot more stuff that we're going through. Cool.
Is it a membership or something?
When you pay for printing, you get in for free.
Okay.
That's so anybody in this room, the only way to get in is printing. That's it. Any more questions? Or if not, I'm leaving. I'm done. I'm kicking y'all out. I got to talk to Coach Vidge. Coach Vidge. Yeah.
Remember, I had the question about the my client that he signed up for My Free Score Now outside